Yo, what the F, bro? Like, man, this is probably gonna piss a lot of y'all off because it definitely pissed me off. So let me just go ahead and play the clip first, and then I'll return and we'll go ahead and dive into it.
Speechless.
Do you have kids?
I have 4 kids. Yep, and I love them. Like that's my kids. I have twins, so it doesn't sound as bad when you say 4. You have twins, and I have 2 smaller children, a 9-year-old and a 1-year-old.
Okay. What are the other 2 ages of your twins?
15.
Okay.
Yep. How about yourself? You have any
I
kids?
have one. I have a 6-year-old son.
6-year? Okay.
Yeah.
Let me scoot that way for me. Have you joined us up here? Come on up. All right, y'all. Any final questions between the two of you before we determine if this is a match?
I have a question just to see where your mindset is. What's a flaw of yours that you're actively working on right now to improve? Whether it's like a bad habit, a trait, something you want to stop doing. What's something that you're working on?
I'm trying not to be as selfish as before. Like a lot of times I find myself being selfish. It's about me, what I want. You know, if you're along for the ride, then you just along for the ride. So I'm trying to get into the mind state of like, let me check on my woman. You need anything? You good? How have you been? How was your day? A lot of times it's just been, you know, a lot of stuck up I'm gonna do for me, and then if you're with it, you're with it. If not, you're not. But I'm trying to get out of that selfish stage. So that's what I would say is the biggest one right now.
Yeah. So would you say you're willing to make space for someone right now? Like now you're at a place where that's something you want to do?
Absolutely. I'm willing to make a space, but it can't just be any space, you know, like it's give and take. You know, everybody's always talking about, oh, it's 50-50. It's actually 100-100 in a relationship. You giving your all and me giving my all and then meeting in the middle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you don't feel like that's you, I'd rather you know, pop on me now so you don't have to cry later.
Now you heard him, right? He said, "I'd rather you pop on me now." Now watch what else happens. This, like, bro.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so I don't want to be that guy anymore.
As long as you're willing to give someone the space to show up for you, that's what matters.
So I'm going to ask my final question now then. Is it a yes for you for him?
It's a yes.
Now, yeah, I ain't even gonna front. Like, Shorty is beautiful. I mean, she not my type, but I love everything, right? I love the tat, smile. Yo, smile is perfect. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. She looks good. You know what I'm saying? Skin tone, everything. She looks good. I just prefer them, you know what I mean? The thick. Whew. That's me, bro. Thick, you know, you just gotta be thick, you know what I'm saying? Top heavy, back heavy, you know what I mean? That's me all day. But she is beautiful. Yo, listen, just peep how it goes down though, because this is unexpected.
And is it a yes for you for her?
No, because I feel like, and respectfully, I feel like digging for something. Like, I feel like we should figure out as we.
Bro, did you see her face though? Like, I'm gonna talk about this part too. Like, bro.
We should figure out as we go. And I feel like with all these questions you keep asking me, it's kind of like you're looking for something. So I apologize.
Yo, she said, yeah, go ahead, you know, but she was smiling the whole time, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, in one sentence, I'm gonna tell y'all, from my observation, she was interviewing for a relationship, all right? And he was interviewing for comfort. Now, when she asked for clarity, I don't know why, but he saw danger. When she offered connection, he offered avoidance. And then he had did y'all hear him say, yo, I'm sorry, when he popped her balloon?
For something, so I apologize.
What happened between the...
I apologize, like, bro. And then I just want to offer y'all my objective take. And I did a few things, right? So I did some homework, And I created a personality profile on both of these individuals on this dating show. Now let's talk about what happened. All right, because fellas, especially, like, bro, like, we all at different levels of emotional maturity, and I would say this guy probably is about he looked like 27, 28. Could be 30, 30. But I understand we're all at different levels of emotional maturity. Some of us lack it, and a lot of us have a lot in that space to work on. I get it. So let's talk about what happened. And then I want to jump into the comments so y'all can see, we can go over some of the reactions, what the audience felt about this interaction between these two. So let's talk about the woman's behavior and the man's perception for a little bit. All right, now she asks normal compatibility oriented questions. I mean, like, for me listening to her, I'm like, yo, bro, she understands she understands the assignment. She asked about the ages of the kids, right? Normal. Siblings and family, normal, because she has a child that's 6 and he's a son. And so she's looking like, okay, yeah, this could be a man if he's interested. He might be able to, toss around the football with my son or whatever. I don't know what her situation is with the father of the child, but anyway. The next thing she did was self-reflection questions about flaws. Like, yo, that was like, she said, yo, what are you working on currently? Like, this is normal. Like, everybody should be working on something, it's like, cause we not perfect at all. Like, then lastly, she said, relationship readiness. I mean, like, yo, bro, she was like ready. She came on this show with intent, and it'd be odd, like, when I see this show, and I never watched the entire show. I only be catching highlights from other content creators that be, highlighting these types of instances, and it just be like driving me crazy, because I've seen in plenty of cases where either the man or the woman just went on the show for like notoriety, you know what I'm saying? Fame, stuff like that, for like exposure. But they don't really have any intent on finding love. And that's a real issue, and from my point of view. I like to watch shows like, I see like on Netflix, you see like there's a bunch of dating shows on there, Love is Blind, you name it, and they got like different locations in different countries, so they have these spin-offs, and man, it'd be sad to see when people just like say they on the show and they like, yeah, I'm open to the experience, and I'm a dive in, and you could just see, like, as the show progressed, that they're not, and you can see that they have other intentions, and like, they found somebody that's compatible and they know it, but because it doesn't appeal to them, the person doesn't appeal to them as much as they like aesthetically, it gets weird. And women do that on this show, men do that on this show, Pop the Balloon or Find Love as well. And it's just like really weird. Like, yo, like, bro, y'all should be saying that on the onset to like save people time. Cause I'm a big proponent on valuing time. Like, like, yo, bro, fam, don't waste my time, because that's gonna pee me off even like so much, man. And so, like, the man, she just asked standard early relationship screening questions, especially for adults with children. So what is the problem, bro? Like, I know what I don't know, I'm not psychic. I have an idea like I said, emotional maturity is one of the issues. But I'm gonna talk about his profile here in a sec. But let's talk about his perception. So I talked about her behavior, and let's talk about his perception. So he interpreted her question as, "You're fishing for something. You're digging for flaws." Like, you could tell, like, he's very young. Now, if y'all didn't catch this, bro has a 1-year-old. So it's like bro has a 1-year-old, man. Like, so let that sink in for a second. He got a 1-year-old, a 3-year-old, and then 15-year-old twins. So let that sink in. Now, she didn't ask, like, is it by the same person or different people, you know? But even he know, like, like, bro, you could really get into it. Like, so do you have a relationship with the kids? Like, cause he said he loves them, right? So that's cool, right? So, but do you know, do they live with you? Do you know, what's the situation like? And you will definitely get into those types of questions as the, you know, dating progress. And people, like, guys will get, I'm a guy, and I've seen men get offended by such questions. It's like, bro, the fact that you're offended by these questions shows that you're not willing to be, first of all, vulnerable and accept that you've made decisions that weren't the best decisions. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just weren't the best decisions. And so taking accountability for that demonstrates, you know, where you are emotionally, psychologically, intellectually, you know. it just reveals a lot of things. And so she asks one information question, one curiosity family question, one deep but normal flaw you're working on question, and then one relationship readiness question. And bro was like, these are interrogative, like, you fishing for something. Like, no, bro, they were emotionally intelligent questions. And he'll realize this if he becomes emotionally mature at some point down the road, right? His reaction, let's talk about that. His reaction shows defensiveness, projection. Like, bro, why are you projecting your thoughts onto her? And this is the thing about communication. Like, I'm old enough now to be able to articulate that and just, like, tell people, like, yo, what you're doing right now is projecting onto me the thoughts that are occurring in your mind. You're not asking questions. Like, if he had emotional maturity, what he could have done was asked her, like, yo, I feel like this. Like, that's emotional maturity. Like, I feel like you're doing this. And then allow her a chance to respond and chime in. Like, and she would have said, oh, no, these are just, you know, what I believe are typical screening questions for relationship readiness. Get a little bit of information, get some background, and see what you're working on currently and what role I might be able to play within that, you know, those areas of opportunities. So to me, he demonstrated, like, concealment, right? Like, yo, bro, you asking too many questions, because you're going to find out, you know, the whole, I mean, like, everything. And I don't want to reveal all of that. And now think about this too. When we have emotional maturity, then what that looks like is, you could say that the proper response would be something like this. Like, yo, I love your questions right now, but do you mind if we, like, hold off on discussing this right now? I'm not necessarily in that mindset. Now, for him to be on a dating show, one could argue you should be prepared for these types of questions, bro. Like, that's just crazy. But I'm just wanting to go over, like, what that looks like, what emotional maturity actually looks like, okay? And how he could have responded versus, you know, how he did respond. Now, let's talk about the profile between these two. I gotta do it, man. Like, I gotta do it, because this was, like, bananas, man. Like, and then I want to jump into just like dive just a little bit deeper for those of y'all who are interested. So I wanted to give everybody who came to the video like the value that you came for right away, so you can see the clip and then just boom, get that, you know what I mean, that reaction, and just understand like what I was talking about. So anyway, like check this out. So like I said, I did a little bit of homework. Now let's talk about the man's profile, then we'll talk about the woman's profile. All right, so his psychological, sociological profile, he demonstrates avoidant attachment tendencies. Because remember, he talked about like, yo, so this is the flaw that I'm working on, selfishness. It's about me, 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 me. Bro, and that's exactly what you just did right now. Defensive, under emotional questions. So like he doesn't possess, this is a fact, he doesn't possess the emotional maturity to handle these types of questions, because when you do a lot of reflection, self-reflection, man, you already know what these questions are because you've done it. You've asked these questions yourself. It's like, so why did I get upset about this? Why did I get frustrated about this? Why? And you start to realize like, yo, I was tripping. Bro, I was bugging. For real, I was bugging. So he confuses curiosity with threat. He confuses curiosity with threat. She was naturally curious, humble. Like, yo, her demeanor, her energy, everything, her smile. Yo, she lit up the whole room for me. Again, she's not my type, but she'd become my type just based on her personality. Like, I'd be willing to give her, like, let me, before y'all go crazy on me in the comment section, that woman is a 10. All right, she's a 10. To me, she's a 10. When I talk about like my preference, what I'm looking for is, you know, the physical attributes along with this. Now, which one is more important? You could ask. People could ask, you could argue, like, bro, I'm like, man, there's nothing wrong with searching for the combination, but being open. That's why I wanted to give y'all that, like, yo, bro, I based on everything I've heard, yo, I'd be like, yo, if she was feeling me, I'd be like, yo, I'm feeling everything you say. Let's see where it goes. You know, I'm not gonna expect her to stop looking or searching or dating other people. Like, we can continue to date other people and just fill it out and see where it goes. But she's a 10, hands down. She's a 10. Like, everything that I've seen and heard about her, from the way she dressed, like, let's go to it. Like, let's go back to it. Like, come on, bro, look at the shoes. I love, man, the ones that lace up to the ankles like that, man. And then look at the geometry of her toes, man. That shit is perfect. I love the solid color and the hint of like gold. Like, yo, she everything. And then let's zoom in. I don't know if that's a mole.
Final questions between the two.
Oh no, that was just a light reflecting off the necklace. I just saw that. I didn't see that earlier, and I was like, is that a mole in her chest? I didn't catch that before. But yeah, look at her face, man. Nose perfect, lips perfect, bro. She don't wear too much. It doesn't even look like she wear too much makeup. Don't come for me, y'all. Listen. It's all good for those of y'all that like to, you know what I'm saying, transition with the makeup and everything. I get it. I would never tell a woman not to do that. It's just, I just like women in their natural beauty. That's it. Like, you don't need none of that for me. Like, I just love you in your natural beauty. I can show y'all. In fact, I'm gonna do that for one episode. Like, I'm gonna show y'all the difference between like the women who just don't have on any makeup and the ones that do, and then what they look like with and without the makeup. And like, a lot of women be looking like, You know what I'm saying? They go from a 10 to like 100 with makeup on. But I'm not even gonna start because y'all might come for me in the comment section. But look at Arlette, right? So like minimal, it looked like minimal like makeup, right? You know what I'm saying? Some eyeshadow, eyeliner, you know what I'm saying? The lipstick or, you know what I'm saying, lip gloss, whatever. Just a little bit, you know, a little bit of something. That's all fine and dandy for me. The problem is, it's like if your woman is shorter and you got on the white tee and y'all going in for the hug and everything, now she getting makeup all on your white tee. Yo, that's the part that I hate, like about the whole makeup thing. Like if they made makeup that didn't rub off, yo, bro, that would be like somebody would be a trillionaire. You know what I'm saying? But like that's the problem. It's like, so typically women don't go in. They kind of go in like this. But anyway, so yo, bro, look, man, and let me show y'all her shape, man. Let's, bro, fellas, let's look at Shorty's shape, man. Let me go back a little bit.
Okay.
So she got a nice shape. I could tell she like in her, you know what I'm saying, early 20s, late 20s. She had a child, so you can see she got a little baby weight on her, you know what I'm saying? Her child is 6, you know, so like she don't look like she's in a gym. You know what I'm saying? But she got you know, she looked, like I said, I give her a 10. I give Shorty a 10 for real. Like, not even just like the body, like her being in the gym or not doesn't take away from her 10 status. I give her that as far as looks is concerned. But what I like to see is more of that pow, you know what I mean? Like pow, and more of that pow, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like voluptuous. That's what I love. The voluptuous, man, you got me all day. I'm like a kid in the candy shop, you know what I mean? But anyway, so yo, bro, like, I think he has a possible fear of exposure. That's what he demonstrated. Possible fear of exposure, incomplete emotional introspection. Like I said, if you done the work, for any person, man or woman that has done the work that's listening to me right now, y'all already know what time it is. Like when you do the work, these questions are normal. Like it's nothing. But when you haven't done the work, yeah, it's like, man, bro, what do you expect them to do? Like, now, I will say this. I do know men that don't want a woman to ask them about ask certain questions, period. So I know of men like these are more like the old school men, and so the young men who grew up under the tutelage of these older school men, you know, they carry that same mindset. So it's just like, yo, don't ask me nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I come from a family of men that long line of players and pimps. So like, bro, like the stuff that I've seen, like from the men in my family, yo, it gets crazy. Like I'm like, yo, you know how you do the blink, like, you know, like it's shocked, like, bro, did he just say it? Yo, it's crazy. So I think he may still be entangled with a co-parent. He's giving that vibe to me, like for real, like bro giving that vibe. I feel like he wants admiration. I feel like he demonstrates admiration, not accountability, because early in the beginning, you could hear him try to like downplay like having the 4 kids. Like, bro, you got 4 kids and you're not married. So what are you doing? Like, that is clearly a decision, an area of opportunity in terms of your decision making once all the cards are out there on the table. Like, I don't know your story. I didn't know his story. So, but if you got 4 kids in and you haven't been married, and this isn't like a divorce, you know, like after 5, 10 years or whatever, and y'all just decide to call it quits or whatever. Whatever that is, if that's the case, cool. But if it isn't, and these are just baby moms, like just one or two or more, you know, because he got a set of twins, so you know that's one. And then he has a 5-year-old, I think he said, and a 1-year-old. So are those separate with separate women, same woman? What, as the 15-year-old twins? What's the deal? He wants admiration, not accountability. Selfishness is not a flaw. It's his current operating system. Because the way bro was maneuvering in this conversation, I'm like, bro, image consciousness, or image conscious but not introspection capable. Now get this. Now the other women, they popped their balloons, right? And she didn't. So there were 2 balloons left, right? He says he got the 4 kids. Boom, you heard a balloon pop right off the, you know. So he's like, yeah. And then she still got his balloon. Now, you know, Arlette will ask them to go and pop, you know, somebody's balloon. So he had to have popped somebody's balloon, right? He didn't pop hers. So, bro, like, what was you expecting? But I feel like, too, he avoids women who require emotional engagement. Like, and I feel like he peeped game, like, she's intelligent. Like, she ain't gonna fall for the beat. Like, look at her, man. Bro, does she look like she gonna fall for the BS? Like, you could say it, and look at the way she handles it, though. Like, you could be like, yeah. She'd be like, yeah, so where were you, babe? And he come in with, yeah, I was with the fellas, you know what I'm saying? We was playing ball and all that, you know what I'm saying? I was crossing niggas up, you know what I mean? Dropping buckets on these dudes like they can't hold me. And she give you that look right there, like right here. Like, yeah, all right, that's cool. So did you win? You know, like that. But she know she clocking everything, and she get like mind everything. She taking copious notes in her mental, like she got it all. Like, oh yeah, but well, so. And she gonna wait for you to slip up, and she gonna catch you, and she gonna bring it to your attention. Like, yeah, but remember when you said this? And she looked like she gonna do it in a calm fashion. Like, remember when you said this, and you told me you was over here? Well, I later found out that you wasn't there, and you forgot that you put our GPS tracking on, and I saw that you was actually over here, and I took a little trip, saw your car out there, and then I end up seeing you with a female that wasn't your relative. His flaw in her eyes, he cannot sit with honesty long enough to build trust. So let's talk about her, because Shorty was on point. Secure attachment, emotionally intelligent communicator, because boy, she was on point. Values clarity. I value that. So man, I love that about her. High relational awareness, good at screening, because she know what she was looking for. She was definitely there with intent. Calm under pressure, like even when he came at her with the, yeah, I feel like you, but bro, you ain't even ask her. Like, give her a chance. Like, okay, so this is what I was thinking. This is what I was feeling. So, what's your thoughts? How you feel about what I just said? And then she would have said, nah, you know, like, look at her. Bro, how can you even get mad at her? Like, she look like the type, like, bro, how can I even get mad at you, man? The way you stay calm like that. Like, man, I know so many men that's looking for women that's calm like her, like, under pressure. It's easy to do it when there's no pressure, but look at the way she handled it. Like, she was like, and she still stayed beautiful the whole time. Like, yo, that's round of applause for Shorty, man, because Shorty deserved it. She dodged a bullet. She's not reactive, calm under pressure, future-oriented, attractive to stable partners, triggering to avoidant defensive partners. Her flaw in his eyes, she sees too clearly. Bro, she see it, man. So let's talk about some of these comments, because I was like, bro, this is crazy. That lady asked thoughtful, deep, and intelligent questions. Bro just saved her from his mess. That's a fact. She dodged a missile. Broski don't like to be questioned. he not there yet. He's not there yet. Like I said, he looks young. He's still young, so he hasn't done. And it doesn't matter if you what age you are. You just have to put in the work. Someone has to train you, like show you how to become emotionally intelligent, or if it's not already there naturally. And is even if it's there naturally, it's only going to be to some degree. You still got to do some work. My boy said, "Don't ask me no questions." That's hilarious. He's emotionally unavailable. He doesn't like talking about feelings. He saved her a broken heart. That's a fact. Yo, he's not there yet. He definitely not. He's not there yet. Dude going. They meant dude went on a dating. Dude gone on a gone. Dude went on a dating show and upset she asking questions before going out with him is diabolical. Yeah, that was crazy work right there, fam. Like, I don't know what he was thinking. Like, what else are you supposed to talk about on a date? If I'm being real, I think she the one that dodged the bullet. Yeah, that's a fact. He got mad because her questions made him vulnerable and almost brought a tear out his eye. Trying to get out of your selfish stage when you have 4 kids is interesting. He totally did not change. She definitely dodged a train wreck. I can tell she is healed and calm and a lovely lady. I hope she finds someone deserving of her. He was real enough to help her. He did her a huge favor. There was 4 kids, including 1-year-old. Sheesh, bro, looking for love and childcare. That girl was a diamond. This guy had ulterior motives. He got mad because she asked too many questions. This guy's a fool. She was gorgeous. She's supposed to ask questions. She doesn't even know you, bro. Like, she was respectful, polite. This man does not like being held accountable. What was that one at? Was that the dodge a bullet? Is this it? Yes. Bro acting like he didn't just say he has 4 kids. Yeah, like fact, bro. Like, you're giving information. I would want to know a little bit more about the mind state of a person that I'm willing to date that has 4 kids also. I think he was looking for someone weak-minded that would blindly accept whatever he says. And that's what I thought he was talking about when he said about his flaw about being selfish. Like, bro, what is you talking about? Sadly, she doesn't agree with you, but you are right, though. What? They both red flags. She did dodge a bullet. The bullet just missed. She was clearly going straight towards the obvious red flags. She just dodged a nuclear missile. Nah, you could tell that she liked his aesthetic, right? He looks like, bro looked like he staying, he works out. Like, bro looked like he work out, you know what I'm saying? Even if he missing leg day, you know what I mean? Like, even if he missing leg day, bro look like he is something that keeps him active enough to keep him. So maybe he plays sports, maybe he was an athlete, you know what I'm saying? Who knows? But she liked his aesthetic, you know what I'm saying? Like, he probably want to see bro's head, because anytime a person come on a show with a hat, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's going to make me be like, yo, thinking about LL Cool J, you know what I'm saying? Like, you want to see the head, you know what I mean? Get a clear view of the head, you know what I mean? Just see what your baby head gonna look like, you know what I mean? So you definitely want to check that out. And, you know what I'm saying? He let me see because I don't know if y'all saw the shoes that he was rocking when they showed the feet. So right here. All right, so can y'all see the shoes
between the two of you before we determine if this is a match?
I have a question just to see where your mindset is. What's a flaw of yours that you're actively working on right now to improve, whether it's like a bad habit, a trait, something you want to stop doing, as long as you're willing to.
So right here, and then when he walks over, we can see it more.
You for him.
It's a yes.
And is it a yes for you for her?
No, because I feel like, and respectfully, I feel like digging for something. Like, I feel like we should figure out as we go. And I feel like with all these questions you keep asking me, it's kind of like you're looking for something. So
now see, watch the shoes.
I'll apologize.
Okay. So it looked like the Jordan. I don't know what kind of Jordans those are. It looked like the Jordans from this design, but whatever. he said respectfully, you know what I'm saying, like bro is practicing on his manners, you know what I'm saying? So like the lingo is there. The language is there, but you know, it's what do you call it? Uh oh man, now I'm at a loss of words. Oh man, it's right there on the tip of my freaking tongue. But yo, bro, he's got the the lines down packed. It just hasn't landed internally like to become real, like foundational. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it is. That's all it is. Now we saw the comments, you saw everything. So like I just wanted to do a breakdown of this. I actually had a little bit more to say. Like for I'm gonna just summarize it like this: the man is likely, he's not emotionally ready. Is not used to emotionally intelligent partners. Felt exposed by her clarity. Like I'm telling you, she gonna expose you, bro. She gonna expose everything. But that's what a great man wants. If he wants to be great, you don't want your flaws to be exposed by others outside. You know what I'm saying? Like external people, right? You want to be able to work on that in-house. Your significant other needs to be able to be like, yo, tell you what it is so you can work on it. Like, man, if we can't talk to each other personally, can I say this? If we can't talk to each other in a way, like, just be straightforward and direct, like, say things like this. Like, how many times did I say like? When I'm being in my, like, normal setting, you might hear me say things like a bunch of times, and all of that. But my significant, you know, but people know me, people that know me, they know when I get out there and I'm in, and it's on entrepreneur mode, business mode, you know what I mean, serious mode, it's go time. Like, it's all good. Like, but this is me in my like leisure, in my fun, in my setting, in my place, in my comfort. You know what I mean? Like this is me, and I'm gonna have the urban vernacular, all of that. I'm gonna just be me. But when it comes to putting on, you know what I'm saying? Like when it's time to get out there, so I know language. I look at language. I look up words. I'm constantly reading so that I can increase my vocabulary, so I know how to do those things, and I understand it. So if I can't come to my woman and tell her like, yo, the way you use that word was improper. Okay, like, and what you think that word means, the way you're using it in the sentence or in its context is incorrect. Like, if I can't just do that without you getting offended, then that's crazy. Like, it's not gonna work. That's not healthy. But we need to be able to communicate with each other in that way. Like, you tell me if I'm doing something incorrect, and that's what it's about. Like, that's if I'm not able to catch it myself and you caught it, you just brought value to the table. Because I didn't catch it myself. She brought value immediately. And look at what she said, bro. Look at what she said. Now that it just dawned on me.
Be that guy anymore.
As long as you're willing to give someone the space to show up for you.
What? As long as you're willing to give someone, she caught it. Look at her emotional intelligence, like her, bro. She is on it, like she said. Now look at him. He like, man, she know, she see me, bro. This dude is like an open book for her, bro. Like she see, he ain't ready, but he go. I'm telling you, if he don't wise up like ASAP, man, by the time he gets my age, he gonna look at her and be like, dang, I missed out. Because if he don't find someone else like her, like by the time, like if he pass up on a bunch of women like her, and then all of a sudden he finds himself like my age and single. Because the only reason why like you should be single is if you're working on something. Because you could be single to work on something, and that's cool. Because a lot of people may not be just on the same page as you right now. They may not have the same momentum, the same drive, same dedication, motivation, all of that. It just may not be present. And so when you get around people like that, then they may slow you down, right? So with that said, I'm just saying, like, it's okay to be single, to work on something, do your thing. But if you can find someone that's on the same page, man, where y'all can move together in unison, yo, that's what I'm looking for. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Like, we trying to build a legacy, empire, all of those, all of those joints. You know what I'm saying? We try to do it. Like, we trying to build a strong love, you know what I'm saying, relationship, financial freedom. I want a woman that wants all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sitting up here doing my thing, and I'm in my 40s. I was in the military, man, and I spent so much of my time. See, that's why I understand. I can speak to this situation because I did what bro did. I got 6 kids, and so, I got 6, and bro, trust me, like, I was out there wild. Like, I mean, I was popular with the ladies, and so, like, man, I was getting it in. Now that I'm older, I've slowed that down, and it's too much out there, in terms of diseases and stuff like that. And I'm fortunate to be able to say I've never caught an STD, bro. And I will say I never had a one night stand either. Never. Because bro, it was too many people catching diseases like that. Catching diseases or catching kids. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't for either one of those, but I did. Yeah, I gotta understand, man. Women is my weakness, bro. And that feature that y'all have. Y'all know what feature I'm talking about, where the red balloon is, you know what I'm saying? Like, that feature that y'all have is like nothing else on this earth, man. Like, bro, like, I just get stupid, you know what I'm saying? It just make me dumb. It just made me dumb, man. And so, like, when I was younger, I didn't know how to control myself. And so now I'm older and I know what time it is. And so, like, I could tell a woman, like, real quick, like, nope, because I know what I want, and that what you're offering me is not going to get me to where I need to be. So right now, I'm working on financial freedom, and I want that. There's a certain lifestyle that I want. So right now, I've been able to, move accordingly because, you know what I'm saying, being in that single state, right? Where it's just me. All I got to do is focus on me. Now, I take care of all my kids financially, you know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. Like, I'm paying, my monthly expenses is 7 racks, man, or greater, man. It'd be fluctuating between like 7, 8, 9, 10K, man. So imagine how much work your boy be putting in, man, to be able to take care of those expenses across the board. So it is what it is, man. But I'm gonna go ahead and drop the mic right here. With the woman, did I get a woman's part? I don't think I said the woman's, did I? Yeah. Oh, I didn't write it down. Anyway, oh well. It is what it is. I'll catch you on the next video, y'all. Till next video, it's your man. I'm out. Later.